What is going on, everybody? It's your observant lineman, Uche Nwaneri. Appreciate you guys for coming in to check out this video. We've got breaking news coming out of the NFL. J.J. Watt, the longtime Houston Texan, is being released after 10 years with the Houston franchise. Now, this obviously is going to be news that is somewhat expected. I think as the course of their season came to an end in Houston, I think the writing was on the wall. I think we kind of expected that there was going to be a move made once the season was done with in regards to J.J. Watt, mainly because there is not going to be a significant consequence in releasing him after his time, even though there's still some time on his contract. There's not going to be a lot of dead money that Houston's going to have to deal with, if any at all, in letting him go. But nonetheless, this is still big news. We're going to take a look at this from the Bleacher Report, as they have an article here that kind of goes through a little bit more of the details in regards to this. In the article, it says, J.J. Watt's 10-year run with the Houston Texans will come to an end this offseason. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport first reported the Texans intend to release Watt. The three-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year posted a video on Twitter to confirm the news, adding the two sides agreed to a mutual parting of ways. Now, we'll look at that video here in a second, but want to go through the rest of this article very quickly. Texans CEO Cal McNair issued a statement about the decision on the team's official website. Change is never easy, especially when it involves the ones you love. JJ's impact on not only our organization, but the entire Houston community is unlike any player in our franchise's history. I told JJ earlier this week that we will forever consider him a Texan. We take solace in knowing that this is not a goodbye, but a see you soon. For now, we will build upon the foundation that JJ created here and forge ahead with our unwavering mission to bring a championship to our city, create memorable experiences for our fans, and do great things for Houston. It's kind of weird hearing that come from the owner of the Houston Texans, when these guys literally allow themselves to self-sabotage the entire franchise with that trade that was made by Bill O'Brien last year, sending DeAndre Hopkins to Arizona for a over-the-hill running back who had suffered a number of different injuries that had basically derailed his ability to be a top-level back in the NFL. These guys brought this entire collapse upon themselves, and now that the pieces and the dust is finally settling and there's nothing left, they are acting as if they've actually had a foundation that's been built. The foundation that J.J. Watt helped them build has been completely destroyed. That's gone. That's gone. So kind of a sugar-coated statement that really doesn't encompass the actual reality of what is happening and what has gone on in Houston for their football franchise. But let's keep going here. Texas co-founder and senior chair Janice S. McNair also included a statement about Watt. Simply put, there has been no person in the past decade who has made a greater impact on the Texas organization than J.J. Watt. J.J.'s dominance on the field was unprecedented and resulted in countless moments that will go down in Texans history. To me, what best represents J.J.'s connection to Houston is his tradition of playing catch with the fans before every home game. The number of people who wear 99 jerseys with smiles on their faces totally encapsulated J.J.'s passion for bonding with Texans fans at every possible opportunity. His commitment to the community is unlike any player in NFL history. Stretch. We are forever grateful for J.J. and his family. Watt seemed to acknowledge prior to Houston's Week 17 game against the Tennessee Titans that he might not be back with the team in 2021. We'll see what happens, he told reporters on December 30th. I don't have any guarantees left in my contract, so something's got to happen one way or another. I'm not sure. There's too many unknowns. I'm looking forward to playing the game on Sunday. We'll see what happens after that. Despite the uncertainty around Watt's future with the Texans, the expectation around the NFL was that the team would find a trade partner. Sports Illustrated Mike Fisher reported on January 30th that opposing teams were planning to present offers to the Texans for the five-time Pro Bowler. Watt had just one more season on his current contract, We're at $17.5 million. Texans won't face any cap penalties for releasing him since there's no dead money left on his deal. And, I think that kind of brings it into focus in regards to, just what the consequences are for Houston and why this is really an easy decision for them to make. It's an easy decision. I think we can argue that J.J. Watt is probably on the back half, if not past his prime in his career. Doesn't take away from the greatness that he's been as a player in this NFL for so long. I would be foolish to appreciate what he has done. I've played against the guy on numerous occasions, twice a year for, I think, like four years. And this guy has always been the central focus of our offense in making sure we can contain him to a certain extent. He is one of the players that actually kind of changed the way you play on defensive line, if you really think about it. One of JJ's signature things that he did on the field was he was an expert. And I'm talking about he was a master, a guru of batting balls that were thrown near the line of scrimmage. Countless times in countless meetings, I've sat in watching film where the emphasis was, if J.J. Watt tries to jump, grab him and pull him down. Do not allow him to get those big mittens up and bat balls down. We've seen it on occasion after occasion throughout his career that he just would bat balls out of the air. And that was always something that you rarely saw in the NFL, I think, prior to his emergence as a top player in the league. He was a guy who did that on a level that was so finely tuned that it really did create a lot of problems for a lot of offenses, a lot of incomplete passes because of him, waiting around at the line of scrimmage and timing up that jump just perfectly to bat balls down. The guy was an absolute master at it. And let's go here. Let's take a look. This is a post that I put out on Twitter, kind of showing my respect, showing my love for J.J. Watt here. I tweeted out, class. I played against this guy multiple times in my career. Class act all the way. Yes, I did pancake that ass a few times, but hey, who's counting, right? All the best to JJ. Houston Texans, y'all had a real one. Now, let's take, he has a pretty quick video here where he talks about his time in Houston and just kind of goes over a lot of, the of his experience, a lot of his takeaways from being in the city of Houston. Got to remember, this guy came out of University of Wisconsin, go Big Ten, and some people in Houston were pretty upset when he was drafted coming out of Wisconsin. But this guy proved that he belonged in Houston. He earned the respect of his teammates. He earned his respect of the city. And we'll take a quick moment here to just kind of listen to some of the things that he wanted to say to the city of Houston.
I wanted to do this on video as opposed to putting out a statement or doing a press conference or anything like that, because I want you guys to hear it directly from me. I want to speak directly to you and the city of Houston so you can hear the words straight from my mouth. I have sat down with the McNair family and I have asked them for my release, and we have mutually agreed to part ways at this time. I came here 10 years ago as a kid from Wisconsin who'd never really been to Texas before. And now I can't imagine my life without Texas in it. The way that you guys have treated me, besides draft night, I mean, you guys booed me on draft night, but every day after that, you treated me like family. And I truly feel like you're my family. Since that day, I have tried to do everything in my power to work and earn your respect and try and make you proud on and off the field. You guys have given me everything and more, and I can only hope that you feel like I've given you everything I have. The city of Houston's been unbelievable to me. It's where I met my wife. It's where I've met lifelong friends and my teammates. I've had incredible coaches and training staff and equipment staff and cafeteria workers and the weight room staff and the front office people and people on the streets, people in restaurants and grocery stores and showing up at my house. The connection is special, and I will never, ever take that for granted because I know how rare it is. I'm excited and looking forward to a new opportunity, and I've been working extremely hard. But at the same time, it is always tough to move on. And I just want you guys to know that I love you. I appreciate you. I appreciate the McNair family for giving me, drafting me and giving me my first opportunity in the NFL. Thank you, Houston. I love you.
So there you have it. J.J. Watt, his goodbye message to the people of Houston. And honestly, you know, a class act, a guy who has shown that he is an ultimate team player, a consummate professional, and he is a person who has shown an extreme amount of loyalty to the city of Houston. They've paid him well, but this guy has been the ideal player when you talk about a franchise guy who works well in the community, who keeps his head on straight, doesn't get himself in any kind of issues, and lifts up his teammates in the course of his ascension as a top player in the NFL. So I'm sure that there will be a number of different potential suitors who try to sign J.J. Watt coming into the 2021 season. We'll see how that goes down. I'll keep my ear to the street in regards to that to see where he ends up next. But if you like this video, do me a favor, smash that like button. And if this is your first time checking out the observant lineman Uche Nwaneri, think about subscribing. And if you're subscribed, think about becoming a member of the O-Line and hitting that join button down below. I appreciate you guys so much for checking out this video on J.J. Watt and his release from the Houston Texans. I'm your observant lineman Uche Nwaneri, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.